On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, May. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. That's all, ladies. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, sack. Here's the rope, here's the rope. Top no 18. Top 19, top 19.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Griffin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Griffin. And that will be incomplete as well.
He certainly didn't like when he saw it all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hurry!
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. May flushed out right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing on first down. May swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Texans at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a... And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change him.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Let's go
Counting
now.
down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Griffin on second down. He finds his man complete. It's Bailey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. From the gun on third down, Griffin. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Come on. Hey.
Now Griffin on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down now, it's Bailey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Running game working, they'll stick with it. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Trayvon Walker, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Yellow, line. Ready.
To throw from his end zone, May. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Ready. 18 Cardinal.
On first down, Griffin. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin, he finds his man, complete. It's Bailey, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Bailey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Down.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Got it.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, May. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Trap 60. 18 Bradley.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Griffin. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Panther 11. 70 Ranger.
Play action. Now Griffin. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. May. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Clock, 10. Red, yellow.
Operating from the gun. May. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. Is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat It's going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Griffin. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Griffin to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bailey, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May. That'll be caught. It's Cup. Touchdown, Texans.
Cooper Kupp.
58 yards.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. It's Bailey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter.
Deontay Hardy back deep.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing to start the drive. May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Go.
Off the play fake. May. And the pressure gets to him again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Griffin's throw here taken in by Ingram.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To throw on second down.
May. This one swung out here to Jones. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. May to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game, This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. He finds his man complete. That's Bailey.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Bailey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Get it! Buffalo 18! Cut 19!
Griffin dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Griffin, he finds his man complete. It's Bailey.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Bailey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Griffin. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out.
And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Going up top for Kupp. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter.
I can't believe what I watched. On the double.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. May trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
After the interception, here's Griffin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jags look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Off play action. May rolling to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. May going up top for Kupp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
17.
To throw on 3rd down, May. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Here's Griffin. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. And he's out right at the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bailey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
Down.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Let's go.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Strike. Check. Strike. Strike. Strike.
Operating from the gun. May. Under pressure, they got him again. Trayvon Walker in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go. Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Okay, break. Ready.
Now Griffin. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
He finds his man complete. That's Santos. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. May. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense
very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because you're